Autobots, roll out!
I'd like to take a moment to thank my channel members. Thank you. It's continued support like yours that keeps this channel growing. And if you haven't already, please consider joining today. Hello and welcome to That's Just Prime, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Reactivate video game inspired Optimus Prime from the Optimus Prime and Soundwave 2-pack, and I love this toy. We've already taken a look at Soundwave last week. Today is That's Just Prime Day, so we're going to focus on Prime himself. This is a set that's available right now. I got mine from Amazon, and it retailed for approximately $62. And you see everything that comes included here with this set. So, of course, Optimus comes with Soundwave and his weapons. We get a nice, easy-to-follow sheet of instructions, and we get an ion blaster for Prime, and we also get his Energon axe, along with the figure itself. Taking a quick look at the packaging, we get a window package. We can see the figures come both packaged in robot mode. We got some nice artwork of Prime and Soundwave on each side. We've got product shots of them both in vehicle in robot mode. Artwork of Soundwave on one side, artwork of Optimus on the other, and then along the back we've got product shots of both figures, both in vehicle and in robot mode. Optimus is going to take approximately 37 steps to transform from vehicle to robot. Down at the bottom we've got what appears to be some renderings from the actual video game showing them in vehicle mode, and I'm still not sure if I'm looking at, I think this is rendering from the video game. I don't think this is a product shot, just because Soundwave's chest looks a little more short and square on that one. So these look like shots from the video game. I'm really looking forward to the video game. I cannot wait to check that out and play it. And here we have Optimus in his robot mode, and again, I absolutely love this toy. Check him out. I absolutely love this design. I think it's such a perfect transition for a video game Prime going from the Cybertron mode into the Earth mode. It looks very reminiscent of that flat cab truck Earth mode G1 style Optimus Prime, but it's modernized and it's just so neat looking. I absolutely love it. Taking a closer look at the head, however, still looks very much like that video game style Optimus Prime, if you know what I mean. I absolutely adore that. The only minor gripe that I would have with it would be that the eyes are very, very difficult to see. Would have been nice if they put in some light piping or maybe some paint for the eyes, because it just kind of looks like he's got two little black slots in there, just kind of dead eyes, and he just kind of gets lost. But other than that, yeah, that head sculpt is absolutely fantastic. Checking out all of the details on the chest. He's also got like this little bit of a gap right here between the grill and the windows, and I think it's intentional. I am not sure. This doesn't really close, and from all the pictures that I've seen, that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm not crazy about the gap, but if that's the way he's designed, then I guess that's the way he's designed, right? And then just going down, you got the gray plastic here for the legs, for the thighs and whatnot. You got that blue on the legs, and then on the shins. Nice silver details here on the shins, on the grill, on the arms, on the smokestacks, up here above the windows. Autobot logos right there. So the use of silver paint on this figure has been nice on the vehicle as well. So that's really good. A couple of a couple of spots of the unpainted gray, which is unfortunate, but not really a big deal. Going all the way around, they did a really good job of filling in this figure. Not really a whole lot of hollow spots or waffling. I've noticed that lately it does seem like Hasbro is doing a better job, or a better attempt rather, at covering up spots. Even if you have hollow spots, at least they are going out of their way to put in a flap or something to cover it up, just like they did here with the shin. So I do appreciate that, because it does provide for a good, solid looking figure all the way around. Articulation wise, the head is on a ball joint. You can go up and down and side to side, a little bit of inquisitive tilting. Shoulders can go in and out, forward and backwards, all the way around. You got rotation at the bicep, bend at the elbow, and rotation at the wrist. You have rotation at the thighs. Legs can go forward that far, back that far, in and out, rotate at the thigh, bend at the knee, and the ankles can tilt for nice, wide, really, really wide, full split, nice wide stances on this guy. Bringing in the weapons, so you get the ion blaster and you get his Energon axe. Both of these can be stored on his back. There's a couple of ports back here, and you can take these and just kind of slot them back here, and you can carry his weapons on his back if you wish. or you can have them hold them. The ion blaster, I have heard it said, and I have to agree. The handle for the ion blaster is very, very short. I don't know why they made that decision. He can hold it. It's fine. He can hold it. But there's a lot of space in there still left over. And it does tend to, like, when I'm moving it around and pushing it or whatever, it does tend to do this. With some people, I've heard that it'll do that. It'll just fall off. It's a weird choice that they made there, but it does make the weapon easy to fall, but it doesn't make it unusable. It's still there. It's still usable. And then for the Energon Axe, it's got a handle right there, and you got kind of like a half a orb right there, so you can pop this into his hands. Now, you see they gave him a full-size peg on this one. So go figure that one out. So you can just put that there. You can hold it like that, or you can rotate his fist. And there you go. You got an Energon Axe right there. You also have the chest that can open. Come on, chest open. So the chest windows do open, revealing the Matrix of Leadership, and that can also come out. And it's tiny, but there it is right there. So you can't really hold it because the fists are permanently closed, but it's cool that it's there. It can come out. You can pop it right back in there, and then you can close the windows again. And there you go. So really good representation of Optimus Prime. Really, really digging this guy. Now, I can't remember if I mentioned it, but he does stand approximately 7 inches tall. So he is a good size Voyager class figure. He's a really, really nice size figure. Good and chunky. You saw the weapon fall off right there when I was trying to move him around. But let's get into transformation. So to transform this figure, we're going to start right here at the grill. We're going to pull this down. I'm going to pull the chest straight up, and then from under the chest, fold out the actual truck grill, and then fold these little panels out to the side. That's going to be the front of the truck right there, and I think we can pretty much close this up where we are right now. Come to the back of the figure, and we're going to untab this section right here. These two slots, we're going into these two tabs right there. You can fold this out, and then there's another piece of the roof section right here that we're going to bring all the way out just like that, and then we're going to untab this section from the back right there. Again, there's two tabs there and there that are going into these slots here and here, and you can pretty much just kind of bring that down and get it out of the way. This should allow us to start bringing the torso up like so. Bring the arms out. Down here, we're going to bring this panel out and then rotate this to bring the wheels out. Again, bring the panel out, rotate to bring the wheels out. This is going to form the front bumper, peg those in, or tab those in together. Take the head of the robot and fold it back as far as you can get it. Come down here to these panels, and we're going to fold these outwards just to kind of get them out of the way. While we're at it, let's finish up with the front here. We're going to take the arms, and we're going to take these panels right here, fold these out, and then these are going to fold out again like so, and then just kind of turn those out to the front. Very reminiscent of classic Optimus Prime, except the way that the panels wrap around his arm is a lot more elegant because it does clean the arm up very nicely and does not leave those panels hanging out in robot mode. So there we go. We're going to leave that just like that. We're going to start working on the back of the vehicle. We're going to take these panels right here and just kind of fold these out. Take the feet and rotate them out like so. Helps if you bring the legs down just so that you don't get all tangled up with this stuff right here. Rotate the shins, so these little inner skeleton pieces right there, these are tabbed in right behind the knee right there, so just kind of untab that and bring this around, all the way around, and then you can close the leg up around, or the foot up around the upper part of the leg right there. Close this panel, that'll tab in place, and then this little piece right here is going to fold up and just kind of cover up that gap on the back of the vehicle right there. So again, bring the leg all the way out, or the foot all the way out, rotate, untab that, and rotate this piece all the way over. Wrap that foot back around the thigh. Close this panel up, close this panel up, and then you can bring these together, tab these together like so, and then just kind of bring these back up again. So now we're going to bring this all the way up and over. And you'll notice that this is on a double hinge right here, so we're going to start bringing this down. And then these panels here have a tab that's going to go into this slot right in there. So So just bring these down and tab those in place there. Line everything up, tab everything in place right there. Bring the cockpit up, or the cockpit, or the cab up as far as it'll go. The arms are probably the trickier part of this whole thing right here. So you're going to bring these up, you're going to fold these around, and then you're going to fold them again on that hinge right there. And you have to do this while working these panels around these panels to get the arm in there all the way. It's a little tricky trying to get it all around in there. You want to make sure that this piece stays to the front right there. And now leave them out just a little bit, because there's a tab here that needs to tab into the inside of this arm piece right there. So we're going to leave those out just a little bit, but we do need to give ourselves room to work with here. Rotate these. Like I said, these arm pieces are a little fiddly. This is probably the fiddliest part of the transformation. It's kind of weird to show, but it's once you get it in hand and you do it, it kind of makes sense. It's just kind of weird to try and show it. Now, once we get here, we're going to bring this roof piece all the way down, and you're going to see, let me actually bring that back up again. You'll see those little tabs right there. There are slots in here that need to go in there. So we'll bring that down, and then we'll just make sure that those tabs are closing on the roof piece right there. There and there. See that? There we go. And then the fists are going to just stay right there. You got to work these around these. So these panels need to kind of open up and go around the fists right there. The first time I did it, it felt like it didn't fit, and I rotated the fists around. That'll make it a little easier for you, but you don't have to do it. You can actually bring this down all the way, and it will fit around those fists. And then there are, I should bring that up one more time. There are two tabs on the top of the bumper right there that are going to fit into these little slots right there on the front of the grill. So again, we'll just bring that all the way down right there. Tab those in place right there. All nice and straightened out. And there we have Optimus Prime, or rather Reactivate Optimus Prime in his truck mode. And I really love this truck mode. Make sure that everything is tabbed into place. Truck mode here is approximately 6.5 inches long from front to back right there. Almost 7 if you go from the very tip here to the very tip back here. He's approximately 3 inches tall, 3.5 if you go to the top of the smokestacks. And again, this is a really, really nice truck mode. It's very Earth mode, but it's also still kind of carrying over some of those Cybertronian things. You can see kind of like what looks like little jets, boosters back here on the back. I really like that. I like the way they camouflage the feet. Like the whole, at first I thought, man, the feet wrapped around the thigh. Again, they're not going to give them a clean truck back. No, that actually cleans up quite nicely. Not quite sure what that is, but whatever it is, it looks fine. It doesn't look out of place. It looks all right. The only thing that I would change about this is the paint apps. A lot of them painted gray. A lot of these parts right here, these are supposed to be like the tanks next on his thighs in robot mode. And these, you know, again, you got some boosters up down here and whatnot. This could have really benefited from some silver paint apps. Just like you got the smokestacks up here in silver, I would have carried that over right here. That's my only real minor gripe with this figure, is the paint apps could have used a little more. I am not tabbed in all the way. There we go. That's tabbed in. But other than that, I absolutely adore this truck mode. I love the front of that truck with that bumper, that mean-looking bumper right there with those spikes right there. Very Mad Maxy kind of a look. Absolutely love that. The wheels are done in silver. The wheels are done in silver. I am so excited about silver wheels that I don't have to paint. I love that. He rolls really, really nicely. You got the translucent windows right there in the front. You can still see the matrix in there, which is nice. You got a lot of nice silver detail. Again, you got a lot of nice silver detail, but then it kind of gets blended in with a lot of this unpainted gray. So a couple more passes at the paint apps would have done really, really nicely. I absolutely adore that truck mode. Couple of quick comparisons. Here he is next to his packing mate, Soundwave. So you can see what the two of them look like together in their vehicle modes. And then, of course, let's take a look at him with the previous video game version. This is last year's Gamer Edition, but of course, this was what, War for Cybertron, I think. Yeah, because Fall of Cybertron looked more like a kind of like a fist on wheels. This is the War for Cybertron design, and I like it. I do love the thought of the transition. Again, these are probably not related to each other, but still, you get a video game Cybertronian mode going into a video game Earth mode, and I really do like the idea of the transition going from this to this. The game's not out yet. I don't know if they're related. Most likely they are not related, but it's still a very cool idea of a transition from this to this. At least in my own head canon, it works really, really well. So there you go. There's the weapons. Nowhere really to put the weapons in vehicle mode. It does give you the option. The rifle does have a peg on the side, so you can put the rifle here along the side if you want to give them like an attack mode. You can do the same thing on the other side with the axe, and that's supposed to be the way you store the weapons in vehicle mode. As you know, for me, I'm not crazy about that. I just rather just take these off or come up with some sort of a trailer solution to put those weapons in. But there you go. There is Reactivate Optimus Prime, or video game inspired Optimus Prime in vehicle mode. Absolutely love this. And for some size comparisons in robot mode, here is Reactivate video game inspired Optimus Prime next to the Gamer Edition Optimus Prime from last year. If I remember correctly, this was also a Voyager class figure, and you can see the size difference here. This is a really nice size figure. Really, really impressed with how this figure looked. But there you go, so you can see what the two of them look like together. Video game back in Cybertron, video game going to Earth. I like it. I really like the transition between the two of them. Now, this guy's always on my desk in case of a tornado warning. Here he is next to G1 Optimus Prime. So you can see where we're starting, or where we started, and where we are today. I like the evolution. It's looking really, really good. And of course, here he is next to his packing mate, packing buddy, pack-in figure. Here he is with Reactivate video game inspired Soundwave. These two come packaged together, of course. And again, big size difference here. I love the size on Optimus. I'm not crazy about the size on Soundwave. I feel like Soundwave should have been bigger, at least the same size. But there you go, so you can see what the two of them look like together. So yeah, this is the, well, we'll leave it there. The Transformers Reactivate video game inspired Optimus Prime and Soundwave 2-pack available right now. I got mine from Amazon. It's retailing for approximately $62. You know, make your opinions on whether you think that's worth it or not. I think it's a bit pricey for a Voyager in a deluxe size, but I just had to have this Optimus. I absolutely adore it. And I think that about does it for the, once again, Transformers Reactivate video game inspired Optimus Prime. What did you think of this figure? Let me know down in the comments. Give me some thumbs up. Subscribe, share with your friends if you like what you see. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'll see you next time on That's Just Prime.